Hello and welcome to Singapore. This is Dave
Rogers here in Singapore, loving life with my good brother from another mother, Wolfgang.
Absolutely, and what we want to do, both of us, are serious international speakers, and we want to share with you, the business people, a few tips when you travel.
In the last 5 years, I think I've been to about 47 countries.
Wow.
And it's been really great to go to different countries and have different ups and downs, whether it's been a business partner being rejected at the airport in Greece, or it could be my son this past week actually having a rejection to the Vietnam visa process. And so the first tip is be well hydrated. I know a number of people might want to get drunk on a plane, but it's not a good strategy from my perspective. I guess maybe I've had enough experience of getting really wasted on an airplane. It just isn't a lot of fun the second or third day. So be well hydrated. Have water, bring your own water. Learn to empty the water before you get on to the immigration area and then refill it when you're at the port. So be well hydrated. Number two is actually have something to do, whether you have your workbook or for me it's a journal. Have something to engage you, because what happens often when you're in an airplane, you get this incredible wisdom. You're watching a movie, you get this incredible distinction. You have this ability and this opportunity to really tap into some wonderful wisdom. If you've got a way to record it, it can lead to incredible ways for you to share wisdom of positivity to you and the world. And number three is have some extra cash available. This is a little stash. I've got about 7 or 8 different currencies. I might have Sing dollars, I might have US dollars, I might have euro, and it's just an opportunity that if you get into some trouble, you've got different currencies to be able to be persuasive. Yes, be persuasive in the way that you can get things done, especially with that taxi driver. And so have at least 4 or 5 or 6 currencies to allow you the flexibility to really enjoy your travels.
For me, there are a few other things, and the first one is have a copy of your passport. Now you've got a mobile phone. Take a photo of that passport, because what happens if it gets lost? What happens if it gets stolen? No one knows who you are. You can't just go up to the embassy and say, hey, I'm here. You can't even prove who you are. Have a copy on your phone, have a copy on your laptop, have a copy at home so that they can email you if everything gets stolen. Really important. Secondly, make sure that you know the requirements at immigration, because when you arrive somewhere, even though you have a visa, if you haven't got that yellow fever or that malaria or whatever done, that's it, you are screwed. Make sure you know that, find that out from your GP back home, really important. Finally, when you travel, try and keep all the important stuff in your hand luggage. Ideally, for a woman it's more difficult, but for a man, I only travel with hand luggage. I use a 3 rotation, 3 sets of everything, so when I shower at night, I can wash the one thing and hang it up by the next day that's dry. So if you can do that, you can fit everything into a hand luggage. That means that you've got more time, you get out of the airport quicker, you don't wait for baggage, you're just more flexible. Because think about it, when you're at airports, if you've got a suitcase, you've got to get into a taxi, you've got a hand luggage, you've got everything, it's a nightmare. Keep as little on you as possible, make life easier. And guess what? If it gets stolen, go buy a set of underclothes, buy a t-shirt. It's $10 a shot. It's not an issue. What do you think about that, Dave?
I think it's awesome to have these tips, to be able to be aware that when you're traveling, you've actually got some insurance. I think this is a risk diversification strategy that we've been talking about, ways to build your business, and it's about you being more flexible, you being able to add more value. And when you're feeling good about yourself, you know that you've got, if something happens, you've actually got some ways to deal with it. I love the idea of having your passport, your background.
Yeah.
You've got this clothing strategy, you've got this money strategy, and that you're going to be resourceful no matter what happens.
That is so important, because when you travel, you are on your own. You've got to make all the right decisions and got to take the responsibility for anything that happens.
And this is the thing, I hope you've listened today and you've maybe taken 1 or 2 or all 6 of our tips.
And Dave and I are going to do a lot more internationally, so we're going to see you around.
So if you're interested in that, please click below, leave a message, connect with us, and find ways that we can bring more magic into your life.
Until next time, cheers.